Hey everyone, my name's Tori, and today's video is going to be all about the new ColourPop Kathleen Lights collaboration. It's her new blushes that she collaborated with ColourPop to create. So I purchased all 4 blushes that she came out with, and I also got 2 other things. She had recommended a bronzer, and then I picked up another blush just while I was on the website. And then I also got this little Z palette thing to keep them all in. I don't really do videos like this, so I feel like kind of awkward about it. Like I don't really know what to do, so I'm just gonna swatch them and kind of describe them to you so you can see what they look like one by one. Does that work? I don't know. Let me know. First one in here that she came out with, this, I think she said this is kind of the one that like started it all. This is in the shade I Need Space, and apparently this looks like the Libra eyeshadow if you're familiar with that eyeshadow from her Zodiac palette. So this is the shade I Need Space. It's got kind of a sheen to it. I wouldn't really call it like a highlighting blush, so I definitely think you could wear this and a highlighter on top of it, but this would definitely give you a glow on your cheeks. Kind of has a shift when you move it around in the light. It almost looks like it has a, like, you wouldn't expect this, but kind of a peach undertone. Because when you look at it just in the pan, it kind of looks like a mauve pink situation. But it definitely, when you swatch it out, it has a little bit more of a warmer undertone. So very, very pretty. Like a very neutral, everyday type of color to wear. I feel like that would go with a lot of different eye looks. The next one here, this one is called Lunar Has It. And this one almost looks like a bronzer. I could probably actually use this as a bronzer on my skin tone. This one looks really matte in the pan. It looks matter than all the other ones. I Need Space definitely is more of a sheen, and this one has like almost like a satin matte finish. So swatched out on the skin, it pulls way more peach than it looks in the pan. So this is the color right here. This is Lunar Has It. So you can kind of see it's got that satin matte, but it's definitely not as glowy as I Need Space. But this one has kind of a peachy undertone. It reminds me a lot of the Burt's Bees blushes, which kind of makes sense because I think that like one of her, Kathleen's favorite blushes is the Burt's Bees Bare Peach and Toasted Cinnamon, and this kind of gives me like bare peach vibes. It's very, very peachy. This next one might be my favorite. This is called My Sun and Stars, and in the pan this is one of the more reflective ones. This one and the one that I'll show you next. It looks like it's a pink, but then it shifts and has like a gold shimmery, just it's so pretty. It's a pinky coral with like a gold reflect running throughout. So here's the swatch right here. This one is My Sun and Stars. So you can really see that corally pink base, but when it shifts in the light, it pulls kind of almost like a golden sheen, but even a little peachy. It's like a peachy pink coral gold, just like the ultimate summer blush. It's so, so pretty. I can't wait to wear that one. And this one's a lot more of like a shimmery sheen type. I don't even want to say shimmery, but it has more, this one's definitely more of a sheeny blush than the other 2 previously. This last one I feel like has the most reflective properties. This one is called So Retrograde. And in the pan, I feel like this looks super, super intimidating because it's basically like, it's like orange. It's like a dark, it's like a tangerine orange with like a bunch of gold running throughout it. So this one looks to be the most reflective of all of them. I feel like this one's going to be a little dark for me on my skin tone, but I think like sheared out it's going to look really cool. So right there on the bottom, that is So Retrograde. It has the most shimmery kind of properties than all of them. It definitely has that really strong like vibrant orange gold situation going on. If you wanted more of an everyday type of blush, I would either go with Lunar Has It, which is going to be your more like neutral peach satin matte shade, or I would go with I Need Space, which is kind of the sheeny pink neutral color. Then if you want something more bold, more fun, like very summertime appropriate, like you've got a tan, glowy type of blush, then I would go with So Retrograde or My Sun and Stars. So those are the 4 Kathleen Lights blushes that I picked up. And then just in case you were curious, this is the bronzer that she recommended. This is in the shade Private Party. And in the pan, it almost looks like it's going to be a little bit too dark for my skin tone. So here is the bronzer in the shade Private Party. It almost looks like it could be a blush. So in the pan, I thought it was going to be, it looked like it was going to be a little bit darker, but on the skin, I feel like it just, I feel like this is going to work. This is definitely going to work as a bronzer on my skin tone. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, so I feel like it's kind of more glowy bronzer. In the pan, though, it looks totally matte, so that's kind of a surprise to me. And definitely, as I was swatching it, it looks like it kind of could build up on the skin. So I'm super excited to try that one out. And then the last thing here, this is a pressed powder blush in the shade To the 10. And this is one I just picked up on my own to fill out the palette. And this one is just a super neutral blush. This is like the type of blush that I gravitate towards the most. This one definitely has more of a pink undertone than what I normally go for, but it's definitely like more neutral, especially compared to everything else in the palette that I got. So this right here on the bottom, that is a swatch of To the 10. So you can definitely see that like pink undertone. It's got a little bit of a peach to it. It's like a warmer neutral pink. And it's matte, so love it. Really excited to try that. So those are the swatches of all of the products that I got. I'm super excited to try these out. If you're interested in seeing me use any of these in like a get ready with me or something like that, please leave a comment down below and let me know. I think it's really fun to see people like incorporate these into actual looks. So I feel like you can we can all talk about like the colors and yeah, they're pretty, whatever, but like how do you put it together with something? So if there's a specific shade in here that you really want to see, please let me know. I think it'd be really fun. I would love to try a get ready with me again and kind of see how that goes. But that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.